Hey, good afternoon. So I have been having quite a restful couple of days because I finished my launch on Wednesday night for my new membership, and launching can actually be quite tiring, so I've decided that I would just take some downtime. And one of the things, my version of downtime, I know that I need to get a book proposal finished and completed, and part of that book proposal means that I need to write my intro and at least one of the chapters, and I've done a lot of the groundwork, but interestingly I hadn't yet put to paper what was going in my opening introduction. And I realised that I've been putting this off for a long time because I was a little bit scared of not getting it right. And so that fear of not being perfect, of getting it wrong, of potentially being judged because my writing right from the get-go wasn't strong enough, actually was holding me back massively. And it got me thinking about the amount of times in my group already, my new membership, that I'm seeing people having a real fear of putting themselves out there until they're absolutely perfect. And this is something that comes up for my clients again and again. And actually, perfectionism is just an excuse for hiding away. And I would say that actually, if you allowed yourself to be imperfect, if you allowed your work to be flawed, to not be brilliant first time, but to get it done, you would get results far quicker. So if you know that you're holding back on something because you've got a fear that it's not going to be perfect, well, actually, nothing is ever perfect. Whatever you put out into the world, you're going to learn from, you're going to grow from. And the sooner you can take those learnings and make those mistakes, the better. So once I realised that I've been thinking about this particular chapter in my head for a long time. I just hadn't sat down to write it, partly because of timing. I knew I have a deadline looming for it, and I knew that I had a series of launches to get through. But actually, when I noticed that it was this fear about not being perfect that was looming its head, I just decided, you know what, I'm going to let myself be imperfect. I'm going to be me, and I'm going to be vulnerable, and I'm going to just write from the heart. And actually, that thing that I had been worrying about at the back of my mind, it's not been a huge worry, but that thing that I'd been procrastinating on, actually, when I sat down to do it, didn't take that long at all. And it was painless because I allowed myself to be imperfect so that I could learn about it in the future. So if there is something you know you need to do, and you know that you are pretending that it's because everything needs to be perfect, my dog's having a whale of a time in the branches over there, just get over that, get on with it, get it out there, because the next time round it can be better, it will be different, your work will be more informed. I see this with people procrastinating about doing Facebook Lives. They want them to be perfect from the get-go, and they can't be, because you're going to learn. I see this with people worrying about getting their creative work out there, worrying about getting their lead magnet out into the world. You're going to learn, you're going to grow, so you don't have to be perfect. It has to be good enough, and it has to be out there. Right, that's it. I'm off for a long dog walk now. I'll speak to you soon.